A severe famine struck Bethlehem, forcing Elimelech to leave the land of promise with his wife Naomi and their 2 sons. They journeyed to Moab, hoping to survive, unaware that loss awaited them there. What begins as a search for bread soon becomes a test of faith. In Moab, tragedy followed Naomi relentlessly. Elimelech died, then her 2 sons died as well, leaving Naomi with her daughters-in-law Ruth and Orpah. Grief stripped Naomi of everything: home, security, and hope. Naomi heard that the Lord had visited his people again with food. Broken and empty, she decided to return to Bethlehem. She urged Ruth and Orpah to stay behind and rebuild their lives. Orpah wept and turned back, but Ruth clung to Naomi with unshakable resolve. Her words echoed through history: "Your people shall be my people, and your God my God." When Naomi and Ruth arrived in Bethlehem, the city stirred with whispers. Naomi no longer called herself blessed, but Mara, meaning bitter. Yet Ruth stood beside her, silent but faithful. To survive, Ruth went to glean leftover grain behind the harvesters. Providence guided her steps to the field of Boaz, a man of integrity and kindness. Boaz noticed Ruth and asked about her. Learning of her loyalty to Naomi, he blessed her and offered protection. Kindness met faithfulness, and dignity replaced fear. Boaz instructed his workers to leave extra grain for Ruth. She returned home with abundance, surprising Naomi with hope she thought was gone. Naomi recognized Boaz as a kinsman-redeemer, one who could restore their family line. For the first time, Naomi saw God's hand still working. Following Naomi's guidance, Ruth approached Boaz at the threshing floor in humility and obedience. She asked him to cover her with his garment, a request for redemption, not romance. Boaz praised Ruth's character and promised to act lawfully. Yet another redeemer stood closer, testing patience and trust. At the city gate, Boaz legally redeemed Ruth when the nearer kinsman declined. Before witnesses, restoration was sealed. Boaz married Ruth, and the Lord blessed their union with a son named Obed. Naomi held the child, her bitterness replaced with joy. Obed became the grandfather of King David, placing Ruth, a foreigner, in the lineage of Jesus Christ. Her loyalty rewrote destiny.